oak shade, where our dreams first found their feet. We carved our names, wild and free, in the heart of a summer's heat. Your scarf, it danced upon the breeze, like a soft and subtle plea, in that dusty town where the wagon stood, but now it's just a memory. Oh, the wagon walked away, with the sunset in its wheels, leaving shadows long and gray, and this heart that never heals. Every gravel road whispers your name through the whispers of the trees. The wagon walked away, my love, and took all my dreams. Now the porch swings alone, the echoes of your laughter gone. The saddles gather dust where our tales were spun from dusk till dawn. The cabin stands empty where once the candlelight warmly played. On the trail we walk, now just a fading, jaded, lonely shade. Yes, the wagon walked away, with the sunset in its wheels, leaving shadows long and gray, and this heart that never heals. Every gravel road whispers your name through the silence of the breeze. The wagon walked away, my love, and left me on my knees. In the hush of the rain, I feel you close, like whispers of the past. Every drop of memory's ghost in a love that couldn't last. I roam these wild lands beneath skies vast and deep, searching for my heart in the promises you couldn't keep. So the wagon walked away, under skies turning bleak. My tears mixed with the dust, and the words I cannot speak. Every sunset burns red, like the scars you left behind. The wagon walked away, my love, and peace I cannot find. The screen fades to the cowboy, silhouette against the fading light. Had low as the last note of his ballad drifts into the twilight.
The fire's low, the coffee's cold. My boots sit still, my hands feel old. This porch has held me through the years, through desert dust and midnight tears. The hills out west still call my name, though I can't ride them quite the same. I've carved my soul in red clay ground, where ghosts of brothers still hang round. Before I ride one last time, let me breathe this prairie rhyme. Let me see the light through these. Let me feel her touch in autumn breeze. I won't cry when shadows fall. I've lived it full, I've seen it all. Just lay my hat near that old pine before I ride one last time. I kissed a girl in Abilene. She wore spring in 17. We danced in barns, we burned the dark, and life took her on a different arc. I've broken bones and I broke bread with men who now ride stars instead. But every trail, each scar and flame made me more man than I could name. Before I ride one last time, let me hear a lonesome chime of church bells out in county wide, where I once prayed and once lied. Let me see that boy I was, running wild, loving just because. Then close my eyes, give me the sign to ride beyond this final line. If you find my boots left by the fence, don't cry for me, don't build suspense. I've gone to where the wild runs free, where horses fly and hearts don't bleed. Before I ride one last time, I leave this land, this heart, this mind, to every soul who called me kin, to every love I let slip in. When that sunrise paints the sky, don't mourn, don't ask me why. Just raise a glass and let me shine, 'cause I was a cowboy till the end of time.
Underneath the gnarled oak tree where our initials lay, I remember how the sunset painted skies a mournful gray. Your scarf had danced a lover's waltz caught on a western breeze, as your words fell softly like the autumn's withered leaves. Her goodbye listened, quiet like the dust on an old town road, where memories whisper through the cracks of what we once called home. A saddle left untouched, a porch now bare, shadows long and twisted in the silence of fading trail. Her goodbye listened. The cabin by the creek now stands as empty as my heart. Gravel roads once traveled feel endlessly apart. The laughter we shared lost in winds that sweep through lonely pines. Our dreams like fallen leaves scattered over time. Her goodbye listened, echoing neath the vast and starry skies, a haunting tune over hills where the lonely coyote cries, an echo off the mountains through valleys deep and misted in the hush of night. Her goodbye listen. Now every sunset's just a memory's fading light, every star above a tear from that last night. If love is like a river, mine's run cold beneath the frost, in the chilling breeze where all but sorrow's lost. Her goodbye listened, and so did I to the end of an age-old song. The heart knows what the heart needs and where it truly belongs. With her scarf in my pocket and her memory ever twisted underneath the gnarled oak, her goodbye listen. In this ballad, the use of sensory details and symbolic objects weaves a tapestry of loss and memory. echoing a deep personal connection to the past through the physical landscape of a Western setting.
In the shadow of an oak, that old house stood firm in the breeze, where the porch creaked under boots, whispered tales in the leaves. A scarlet scarf she left behind on the rail, dancing free, like a flame against the prairie sky. That house had watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty, echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals, and every star up in that lonely heaven grieves. Under that quiet moon, the old house watched me leave. Years drifted by like tumbleweeds across these rugged lands. Gravel roads once sung our names, now trace lines in my hands. Her laughter haunts the hollow rooms in the whispers of the eaves. Now shadows stretch their long cold fingers where that house watched me leave. Oh, the winds of time blow cold across these empty, echoing fields, where my heart lies buried deep beneath the frost the sun conceals. Each sunset bleeds into the hills, a tapestry that weaves through the heartache painted skies. The old house watched me leave. Beside the hearth, an empty chair, the dust has settled there. The clock ticks time away in vain, each moment we can't share. My reflection in the pain, a face marked by the thief who stole the days we could have had, as the house watched me leave. So here I roam, a wanderer, with this lonesome road my steed. Every trail fades into dusk, every memory a seed, planted deep within the soul, where only time retrieves. In the silence of that old porch step, the house still watches me leave. Oh, under that eternal sky, the old house forever grieves, with a solemn silent nod, as it watched me leave.
Out where the creek bends under the shade of old leaves, we carved our names in that oak tree, whispering dreams. The wind sang through the branches, a melody so sweet, on that weathered old porch where our hearts would meet. But now that oak tree's the last one standing tall, my shadow's the only one that dances at nightfall. Every leaf that falls is a memory, a moment lost in time, under the oak tree left behind, under the twilight side. Years roll like the tumbleweeds across these plains. Your scarf still hangs on the corner of my worn out frame. The cabin's empty, echoes with the laughter we once knew. Gravel roads keep leading back, but they don't lead to you. Yes, that one standing tall. My shadow's the only one that sways when cold winds call. Each whisper leaf a tale of yesterday, confined beneath the oak tree left behind, beneath the dreams denied. Oh, how the sunsets bleed their colors, trying to repaint all our yesterdays, but some hues they just fade. And as the stars peek from the vast, forgiving sky, the night knows the truth, that some loves never die. So here stands the oak tree, the only witness to my plight, holding on to each memory as I ride through the night. And maybe all that's left is the echo of your smile entwined with the whispers of the oak tree left behind. Yes, the heartache of the oak tree left behind. Out by the old whispering oak, where the dusty trail's been weaved, I found a scarf you left behind like a piece of you. I still grieve. The wind sings through the branches, a melody both sweet and sad, a token of a love that's gone and the sunset light gone mad. As the sunset fades on the edge of town, the shadows grow where we once lay down. The colors burn to a deep heartache under skies that witness every promise we'd break. There's an old porch swing swaying with ghosts of laughter we once knew. The cabin empty like my arms, missing the warmth of holding you. The gravel road's been washed out by the rains of countless storms. Each drop of memory faded as my lonesome heart mourns. As the sunset fades on the edge of town, the shadows grow where we once lay down. The colors burn to a deep heartache under skies that witnessed every promise we'd break. Through the silence of the plains, under stars too distant to tell, my regrets are carried on the breeze in the night where whispers dwell. What's lost is more than love, it's the peace I can't regain. A cowboy wanders soulless like a ghost upon the plain. As the sunset fades, so do dreams of yore. The dust settles where my heart beats no more. The twilight captures my silent plea in a world that moves on without you and me. So I saddle up as darkness claims the land so wild and free, riding under starlit skies where you and I swore we'd always be. But like the sunset fades into the night's embrace, I'm a shadow riding onward in the echo of your grace.
On the edge of dusty Elmsville by the creek where willows grow, I found an oak's embrace. Beneath her shade her love did glow. We carved our names within its skin, a heart forever bound, and laid beneath the endless sky on a quilt upon the ground. Her laughter danced like silver bells across the open plains, each memory a golden thread in the fabric of my reins. Oh, the saddle's tied down, but my heart's running wild through fields of her whisper and the soft somber smile. By the porch light she'd fade like a ghost in the gown. Each sunset bleeds deeper with my saddle tied down. Now the porch swings alone and the cabin door wails. The gravel road's untaken, lined with untold tales, where the laughter echoed now but whispers in the breeze. Her scarf still hangs upon the hook, unworn yet fails to ease. The trails we rode have overgrown like scars that time can't heal. Every hoofbeat in the dust, a reminder she's not real. Oh, the saddle's tied down, my heart's running wild through fields of her whisper and the soft somber smile. By the porch light she'd fade like a ghost in the gown. Each sunset bleeds deeper with my saddle tied down. In the silence of the oak tree where our names slowly fade, I've learned love's a fleeting shadow. In the twilight it's late, though the rains pull me forward to the vast uncharted lands. Her memory's a compass etched deeply in my hands. Oh, the saddle's tied down and my tears mix with the ground. On this lonesome rugged journey, it's her love that I found. As the stars claim the night and the cold settles down, I'm a shadow in the saddle, forever tied down. So I ride through the whispers where our wild dreams once flew, a cowboy lost in time's embrace under skies eternally blue. Each sunset brings her closer in the dusk's embracing crown, till the trails end at forever with my saddle tied down. The shadow of the oak, where the wild river bends, stood an old house of wood where my heart could mend. Echoes of laughter under that tin roof rain, scarves on the coat rack whisper her name. Sunset would paint us in hues bittersweet on that old porch swing, our whispered retreat. Oh, how that old house burns deep in my soul. Flames lick the memories I can't control. The wind carries ashes where love once was stirred. Under the moonlight, that old house burns. The years rode away like dust on the trail. The laughter fell quiet, the post turned frail.
The oak tree once mighty now bends with regret. Saddles unmounted and tables unset. Gravel roads empty that led to the door of the house now but shadows. Love lives there no more. Oh, how that old house burns deep in my soul. Flames lick the memories I can't control. The wind carries ashes where love once was stirred. Under the moonlight, that old house burns. So here's my confession, by the light of the stars, a drifter finds home wherever they are. But those flames in the distance, they haunt like a curse in every town shadow, in every verse. Oh, how that old house burns, it's out of my reach. Taught me lessons of love that no one can teach. With each flickering ember, my lonesome heart yearns for the days now just smoke as the old house burns. Under the heavens, so vast and so stern, I carry the blaze as the old house burns.
In the shadow of the mesa where the wild lupine grew, I first saw her by the creek under skies so endless and blue. Her laughter mixed with the spring sweet murmur where oak trees whisper secrets and time seemed to defer. We danced by moonlight, no audience but the stars, our promises as vast as the dusty ancient scars. Oh, the canyon flew with our dreams that night, scarves are twirling in the soft lantern light. Now all that's left is the echo of her name, whispered by the wind that carries all my shame. A heart wrapped in rawhide, weathered and torn, every sunset I ride through, reborn, yet forlorn. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past cabins old and worn. The porch where we once sat, now splintered and forsworn. Her scarf caught in the saddle, the only trace she left. Against the endless gravel roads, my heart feels so bereft. The town seems just a shadow, a whisper of its past, as if it knows without her love such things just cannot last. Oh, the canyon flew with our dreams that night, scarves are twirling in the soft lantern light. Now all that's left is the echo of her name, whispered by the wind that carries all my shame. A
a heart wrapped in rawhide, weathered and torn. Every sunset I ride through, reborn, yet forlorn. Beneath the Milky Way, I lay me down to rest on this trail of memories, the pain unexpressed. The canyon walls, they listen to my solitary sigh. Underneath this vast, unforgiving sky, fading trails like memories lead only to the past, where shadows of what once was are all that ever last. The canyon fluid dreams now just dust and despair, her laughter a ghost on the chill evening air. And as night steals the colors from the fading western sky, I realize some loves like rivers run dry, yet in the canyon's embrace I'll forever be found, bound to the echo of a love that was so profound. In the heart of the valley, where the wild dandelions grow, I found her dancing soft silhouette against the sunset's glow. Underneath the oak trees, ancient watchful eyes, we carved her names bound by the land neath endless skies. Her laughter mingled with the summer breeze so light, in that dandelion field where dreams held tight. Oh, but the winds, they change, as winds are wont to do, and the seasons turn their back on what we thought we knew. Now the field lies empty, just like this cowboy's heart. Where once was a blooming inn, now stands a barren star, each petal flown like whispered dreams of the night. In that dandelion field, held oh so tight. Years have ridden past like shadows cross the moon. The oak tree stands alone, the carving faded all too soon. Her scarf still clings to a branch, a flag of surrender to the time. While I wander gravel roads in solitude sublime, the cabin's quiet, porch swings empty like the echoes of her laugh. And I'm just a ghost in my own story, a photograph from the past. Oh, but the winds, they change, as winds are wont to do, and the seasons turn their back on what we thought we knew. Now the field lies empty, just like this cowboy's heart. Where once was a blooming inn, now stands a barren star, each petal flown like whispered dreams of the night. In that dandelion field, held oh so tight. So I'll ride these trails under skies wide and blue, searching horizons for a sign, for something true. But the truth is like the rain on this dusty beaten path, it washes away the reasons, leaves the aftermath. Oh, the winds, they've changed, left me to abide with the memories of dandelions and the tears I've tried to hide. But a love like wildflowers finds a way to endure in the heart of a cowboy, lonesome, solemn, and pure. Each petal flown like whispered dreams of the night in that dandelion field where I'll hold forever tight.
Out where the oak trees meet the sky, I left my heart in the dusty cry of a town too small to hold my dreams, yet big enough to echo her scream. She wore a scarf, blue as the night, under the porch lights flickering light. We danced through shadows, we danced till now the dance is over, but the ghost lingers on. Oh, saddle hides and leather reins, you seen my tears, you felt my pains, carried me from her over hills so wide, yet in every sunset her whisper resides. Where the gravel roads and silence collides, that's where I bury my love so deep. In the saddle hides where memories sleep. Cabin stands empty on the ridge, windows blank like the broken bridge where we once promised under summer rains. Now only the echo of love remains. Old trails fade where we used to ride, each hoof print a word now washed by time. The wind speaks her name in a sorrowful spire, as cold as the ashes of a nun. Oh, saddle hides and leather reins, you seen my tears, you felt my pains, carried me from her over hills so wide, yet in every sunset her whisper resides. Where the gravel roads and silence collides, that's where I bury my love so deep. In the saddle hides where memories sleep. I could ride one last dusty trail, turn back the clock, rewrite the tale, I'd find her waiting, no tears in her eyes, just two hearts unbroken under limitless skies. But time is a river that only flows one way, and my heart is a horse that no reins can sway. Oh, saddle hides and weathered hands, carry these dreams through forsaken lands. On every path her shadow survives, in the silent scream of the lonely drives. Where the gravel roads and paths collides, I'll keep riding through the tears I've wept. In saddle hides where love is kept. Meet the wind, I found an old porch swing where our love did begin. Those boots by the door, dusty and warm, they danced through the summer, by winter were torn. The echoes of laughter in the halls of this old cabin
where time is woven satin. Oh, these boots, they call my name. Through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed, every step on this gravel road, a memory's frame. But now I walk alone, the wild has changed, and these boots keep calling my name. The trail's gone colder, the town's a quiet shell, where our wild dreams once yodeled, now silence fell. That scarf you left behind on the chair, it's still there. The touch of your presence like smoke in the air. Saddles gathered dust, the rains came to rust. What was built in the throes of love now crumbles to lust. Oh, these boots, they call my name. Through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed, every step on this gravel road, a memory's frame. But now I walk alone, the wild has changed, and these boots keep calling my name. Sometimes I think to leave it all and ride, find a sunset that won't remind me of your eyes. But these plains hold your echo, the wind murmurs your sighs. In the vastness of the open, there's nowhere to hide. So these boots, they'll call my name. Through storms and the silence, past the sorrow and the pain, each step on this fading trail, your love remains. A ghost in the twilight, a heart unrestrained. These boots will forever call my name. Yes, these boots will forever call my name. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the creek sings low to me, there's a cabin with a shattered pane. Echoes of you still remain. We carved our names in that worn wood, promised forever as best we could. The scarf you left hangs on the porch, gone like the flame from a spent-out torch. Shattered glass and echoes, wild winds upon the meadow, every whisper in the grass, a piece of a love that couldn't last. Sunset bleeds but won't forget the silhouette of sweet regret, where shadows merge and rivers pass. All that remains are shattered glass echoes. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now just tracks to a lonesome home. Thunder rolls over plains so wide, but it's quiet where my heart resides. Dust settles on the empty chair, fading trails of memories there. An old saddle dry and worn like the leather of love, weathered and torn. Shattered glass and echoes, wild winds upon the meadow, every whisper in the grass, a piece of a love that couldn't last. Sunset bleeds but won't forget the silhouette of sweet regret. can't begin again. The night breeze deep, the coyote calls, and dreams of dancing in old town halls. I reach for you, but just embrace the empty night, the open space. Shattered glass and echoes, this cowboy's heart is fallow. Every whisper in the grass tales of a love that's meant to last. Though paths diverge and lovers part, you're the sunset that grips my heart. In the quiet hum of the fading past, I live in the sound of shattered glass echoes. And in the chill of dawn's first light, I hold on to the echoes of our last good night.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild creek bends, stands an old house bound by the winds of lament. Leather leaves whisper secrets of you in soft tones, where we dance neath the porch light, no sense of alone. Old house tied down like my heart to your ghost. Every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks, so profound. In this lonely wild land, my sorrows abound. Years drifted like tumbleweeds over dry plains, since the fire in your eyes turned to embers then waned. Now the saddle's unmounted and the scarf you love gone, just the echo of footsteps where our laughter once shone. Old house tied down like my heart to your ghost. Every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks, so profound. In this lonely wild land, my sorrows are bound. Under the vast skies where the red sun dips low, I wander these empty rooms, letting memories flow. With each creak of the timbers, I learn to forgive. In the solitude of sunsets, I'm learning to live. Old house tied down, but my heart's finding its way through the whispers of oak trees and the cool evening sway. Yet still I roam these quiet towns, a shadow in the dawn. Old house tied down, but your memory lives on.
Cinematic and raw, the song echoes like a timeless lament from an era fading into the shadows of history as the cowboy continues to ride, haunted but ever hopeful under the expansive western skies.
Shadow of the oak tree, where the wild daisies grow, stands a house old of secrets, whispering soft and low. I walked its dusty halls where our laughter used to blend with a scarf you left behind, as if you'd come back again. Oh, the old house listened to the sound of our dreams. Now it echoes with silence, just like my heart it seems. Underneath the porch light where you swore you'd never part, the old house listened closely to the breaking of my heart. Years have worn the saddle, trails have gone to seed, gravel roads forgotten like the warmth of your heat. Where the river bends under the weeping willow tree lies the ghost of your whisper, but you ain't there with me. Yes, the old house listened to the vows we could not keep. Now it shelters shadows in its heart where darkness creeps. Beside the cold fireplace where our fire used to burn bright, the old house listened closely through the lonely endless night. Out here where the wind howls, carrying your voice, I'm learning to live with my choices and the weight of this void. The sunset throws gold on paths you'll walk no more, and each step takes me further from the love we swore. And the old house listened as I whisper goodbye to the dreams we once built beneath this vast open sky. As the stars look down gently on the heartache we've sown, the old house keeps listening while I wander alone. In the shadow of the oak where the creek used to sing, there's a flannel shirt hanging, torn by the wind's wing. It was hers when the sun sets painted our dreams on the back of my saddle through whispering streams. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line, a memory of her kiss. In the silence, her laughter is what I most miss. Now the cabins lay empty, the fires burn low, gravel roads less traveled. Where does the old love go on? Danced under starlights, now shadows confined. We're the echo of our footsteps on the old porch pines. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line, memory of her kiss.
bird flew with the storms and the years, and I've aged with the oaks, shedding old silent tears. Yet her warmth's in the weave, through the winds that persist, in the heart of a cowboy where her memory exists. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the creek sings low, we carved our names, young and bold, in the bark, whispering so. Underneath that heaven stretch, where wild horses roam, I told you dreams of dusty trails, not yet knowing about the roads we'd comb. But unspoken words, they burn like the western sunset's glow, leaving shadows neath my eyes where your laughter used to flow. And every gust of prairie wind carries whispers sweet and stern of what I should have said, for those bridges learned to burn. Now the porch creek's empty, where your scarf once danced and breezed, and the saddle lays forgotten, with no one left to please. The cabin's bare as the desert's soul, the gravel road's been tamed, just echoes of your footsteps in a town that forgot my name. Unspoken words, they burn like the western sunset's glow, leaving shadows neath my eyes where your laughter used to flow. And every gust of prairie wind carries whispers sweet and stern of what I should have said, for those bridges learned to burn. Now where rivers run, the willows weep, and time peels at the barn, I learned that love's a keeper of the flame that never warms. Could those whispered winds, my darling, to your heart return? Or do they wander lost like me beneath the stars that yearn? So unspoken words, they burn like the western sunset's glow, fading trails and twilight's dust where our memories refuse to go. The night's cold blanket falls, the coyote lonely yearns for unspoken words that echo deep in the fire that always burns. Trees whisper, I first met her in the spring soft glow. We danced 'neath stars near the old creek's murmur, where the wildflowers dared to boldly grow. But her goodbye said nothing, left me holding dusty scarf, the color of the dawn, echoes of hoofbeats, fading, growing in
in the silence where her shadow's gone. Years rolled like thunder across these plains. The porch still creaks with her absent steps. Through summer storms and winter's icy chains, in the saddle I roam where our sun once set. Her goodbye said nothing but these old trails speak her name with every gust that weaves along the gravel roads beneath the veil of twilight's breath. My heartache cleaves. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's low, just a lone coyote calls to the moon's pale light. And these whisper secrets the winds won't blow away, keep me searching for her in the night. Yes, her goodbye said nothing, yet it echoes loud in the rustle of the leaves and the creek's soft sigh. Underneath this vast, unending cloud, I reckon some goodbyes don't mean goodbye. Her goodbye said nothing, a silent pact, bound by the land where our memories lay. On this lonesome trail, there's no turning back. Her goodbye said nothing, and everything in its way.
I rode down past a canyon road, boots worn thin, heart full of load. That old wind still whispers her name. Since she left, nothing feels the same. My hat's tilted, sun hanging low. The whiskey burns, but it's all I know. Got a picture of her in my coat, and a goodbye she never wrote. Just dust and whiskey, and a memory that won't die. Love like fire, burned under open sky. Now I'm chasing shadows in the heat and the haze, trying to outrun her ghost for days. Dust and whiskey, that's all she left behind. We used to dance in the old saloon, her laugh outshined every tune. Now it's just smoke and a lonesome song, played by a man who got it all wrong. I talked to stars she used to name, pour another glass to ease the blame. But every sip just takes me back to her sundress in that one dirt track. Just dust and whiskey, and a memory that won't die. Love like fire, burned under open sky. Now I'm chasing shadows in the heat and the haze, trying to outrun her ghost for days. Dust and whiskey, that's all she left behind. town, but some things ain't made to last. Like train smoke and a lover's past, dust and whiskey, and her name in the wind. A story I keep living again and again. And if you find her out there someday, tell her I still ride but lost my way, with just dust and whiskey and a heart that won't unwind.
The lights have dimmed, the vows are done. He's the one now, the once was one. I saw you smile in every frame, but none of them ever spoke my name. I heard you move to that quiet town with picket fences slowing down. You got the peace you said you craved, while I kept driving highway and graves. Are you happy now? Is the silence sweet? Is the sky still proud? Do the mornings greet you like he should? Do you sleep better than I ever could? I ain't asking to come back round, just wondering. Are you happy now? I still see you in grocery aisles, in rainy songs and crooked smiles. They said you bloom when I let go, but I still miss the girl I used to know. I ain't bitter, I ain't mad. I just rewind to what we had and wonder if he knows your laugh, the one that hit like thunder splash. Are you happy now? Does his hand fit yours like mine ain't loud? Does he hold you when the storm runs loud, or fake the calm when the winds get wild? You ain't mine and that's the vow, but tell me, love, are you happy now? If someday you read these lines, know I loved you with no disguise. I let you go without a fight, but not without a piece of light. Are you happy now? That dream you chased, did it turn out? If you're dancing while I break down, then I guess I did right somehow. I'll fade away, won't ask you how, just answer me. Are you happy?